Hey.
Look over here.
Hey. Hi, everybody, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea in reality, and where you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. This is the part of the Cup Network. We are the Cup Crew. I am Lana, your resident Evo Diva. I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love you some tea. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am still drinking water. We are still here with our cup mugs. And we're doing look over here. It's still a panel full of cup mugs. It is. It still is. Party. And yeah, I'm zooming through my intro because y'all already know we've been here. Y'all heard it. We're doing look over here. And so there's no point of going through it. But what it is, the point is to tell you, you can get your cup mugs at lanagcreations.etsy.com. The link is in the description below. And we have new items in the Etsy shop. So you should go check that out and get any of our cup merch or any of the other merch that is there if you want to. So check it out and do that. And we do ship domestically here in the US and Mexico and Canada. And we do ship internationally. So there are no excuses. Get your cup merch.
Well, I'm still David Healy, and I still don't have a cute shirt, but that's not true. I still don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I'm still wearing Nikki Doll. I'm sorry, that was like subliminal. She was getting a little bit of notice from me. So I said I don't have a cute shirt. I think I was just subliminally hating on Nikki right now. But I'm still drinking water.
Period. And we are doing look over here, giving all of our thoughts, our in-depth thoughts on the looks of the premiere of Drag Race France Season 3. And we're going to get right into it, but you all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit all the things so we know that you support us, so we appreciate you more. And we're trying to build our channels up.
Get us to 1.5 thousand. We're so close, and we've been so close.
We've been there. We need more people, a few more y'all to just hit that subscribe button so we can actually get there. And we would love to get past that. We would love to get 2,000. So if you all would just hit that button, y'all drag fans out there, we know you're out there and we see you watching. We just need you to turn those views into subscriptions. We appreciate you. We have 3 other channels: TV, ESC, Ringside. All those links are in the description below in our link tree. Go click that. Click all those the YouTube channels and subscribe to them as well. Our audio links are in there as well. You can do that. Our membership channel is in there as well. You can sign up for our membership to get exclusive content and early access to stuff across all 4 channels. And yeah, do all those things. We appreciate you very much if you do. Okay, David, it's time. We talked about the episode, and now we just go jump right into the looks, and we're going to give you our thoughts and scores and in-depth feelings on the looks. So I don't think we need to waste any time. I think we just need to get right into it. So, Misty Phoenix entrance look.
I like this. I really like this, like kind of like leather. It almost reminds me of like alligator skin or snake skin material. I think it's really stunning. It's a great way to start out an entrance looks. Even like the whole like neck brace of it all. I think that's pretty cool. It's a cute ponytail. I like those pants. They're almost like bell bottoms. There is one thing I do not like. One thing that I do not like at all, and it really cheapens the look for me. It's not enough to like bring the score down much, but I hate these nails. I hate these like neon green Halloween store nails. I just really, the whole time I was like, those are ugly. Those are ugly. You could have had like black nails and it would have just really brought the look together. But overall, I thought she was stunning.
I mean, I think she got the green nails because she got green in her hair. Like her ponytail is green. It's blonde with the green. It ombre is down into the green. So I think she was trying to incorporate the green with the hair. I get it. I think this look is very cool. I think the nails are just a little tacky, but
Mhm.
not because I think they're just but I think they're supposed to be like that, like funky, techy in a way. But I do really like this look. I think she looks fierce. She looks very like hard, bad, like I'm a bad chick. Like don't mess with me. And I kind of like that, even with the head thing with into the neck thing. I think that's very cool and edgy. And I love the exaggerated shoulders and the pants. I'm living for this look. I kind of actually really like it.
Mhm.
Of course.
Gave her an 86.
I gave her a 92.
Okay.
I really liked it. Le Philippe. I look on her. I just really do. I really like it. Um, my only problem, and it's so small, is that we kept seeing the nipple. Like it. And I was like, just pull it, pull it up a little bit, girl. But I like this wig because I like the how the white wig kind of goes with the white stole that she's wearing, and the bodysuit fits her to perfection. It's just a little like it kept sliding down a little bit, but I liked it. And then I like the white shoe. And usually I'm like, ew, I'm not a fan of the cutoff at the ankle or for the pants, but I kind of like it on her. She's so small and tiny, but I like it. I thought this was a good look.
Yeah, this is a very pretty fabric. I really like the fabric. It's a very simple silhouette, but that sometimes works, and especially for entrance looks, I don't need you to bring your 100% A game. I want you to show me who you are, and I want to see effort, but it doesn't need to be extravagant. So I think she met the brief here, and there's something just very retro about this that I really like. Like this almost gives me like especially with this wig, like Julie Newmar in the old Batman series, like as Catwoman. I don't know. It's just a very cute look, and I do think that the white kind of coat just kind of brings it all to not coat. What is this called?
Shaw.
Shawl. Shawl. Okay. Yeah, I think it just brings it all together. So very good.
Yes. Scores.
Let me give her an 83.
I'll give her an 88.
Okay.
Aphrodite. Amour.
Yes, Aphrodite Amour. I think she looks so cute. I really like her makeup here. Like this, it's hard to clock that she's only been doing drag for a year based on this makeup. It's very polished. The look itself, it's a little matronly, which she even said, like, "Oh, this is my mom. Like I'm coming out as my mom," which is great. I really like. I respect that. The fabric is very pretty. It does look a little wrinkly. Um, what I really like though is kind of the framing of the fabric with this like plaid multicolored fabric. Like you see that in the sleeves, around the cleavage, in the collar, and right around the bottom. I thought that was really cute. So that kind of brought the look together, and the hat's really cute. So I think overall, it's good. It's good.
Mhm.
I like it. I think I wanted a little more command from her, but overall, good.
I really like this. I thought it was so good, and it just reminded me of somebody I would see at church. Something like my aunt going to church
Mhm.
or my lady from my church. Like she's giving me very Sunday morning, um, past the anniversary kind of, very first lady-ish maybe. Like she knows she looks good. She has great little, great shape. So she wears clothes that's properly tailored that fits her body, but also not too distracting where you can't go to church in and not be frowned upon. Like it's so cute to me. I thought this was a very cute outfit. I'm 45 years old, so maybe that's the matronly part of me coming out. But I would wear this if I had that little shape and I would be very happy to walk in church on Sunday morning with my purse, like, good morning, good morning. And I would be like, and everybody be like, oh, girl, you look good. I know, right? This little outfit I picked up at Saks Fifth Avenue. It's just like, it's very relatable to me. And I love it. And I love her wig and I love her makeup. Um, I just really like it. I can relate to it. I can dig it. So I like it. Scores.
I gave her an 80.
Relate. I gave it a 93.
Mm.
Which is
You know what's kind of funny? I think with our scores, and I absolutely stand by this, they're actually kind of eating up the All Stars 9 girls, their
Yeah.
entrance looks. But we were kind of disappointed with those
Yeah,
entrance
we
looks.
were very disappointed with the All Stars 9 look, but I think they eating them up. But I feel like, and here's the difference. Those girls on All Stars 9, they've been here, done that, know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
These girls are coming in fresh, trying to impress.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Love it. Perseo. Our Panetti Cream. She naked, and we knew she would be. Like, she came in the workroom, and she had her covered up things on, and it was beautiful. I liked it. It matched the head thing, and it was dangly, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And then, baby, she just started taking it off, and it was like, bloop, off, bottomed off. And I was like, okay. And I'm still digging it. Dig the boots. Like the look. I love the headpiece, but we expect her to be naked, so there we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this. I mean, I can't think of a time where we've seen like 3 different reveals in an entrance look before. But yeah, she went all out. She absolutely left her mark. Like, I'm a canary queen. This is what you can expect from me. And already I'm liking what I'm seeing, even from the entrance look, much better than her Instagram, which was kind of underwhelming. I love blue. It's my favorite color. I know you all love purple. Blue is my color. And
like
this,
blue.
oh yeah, you do, and you look good in blue.
Thank you.
But so does Perseo. In the whole material, it just like reminds me of, like, I don't know, like, what is it in Wakanda Forever? There's like this underwater community of people. Like, this feels like
Yes.
something that those people would wear
Yes.
in that movie.
Mhm.
It's just really, really cool. I like it.
It is cool. It is very cool. I enjoy this look as well. Of course.
I'll give her 85.
I will match that 85 actually. Thought that was a good score for her. Leona Winter.
Yeah.
She's wearing purple.
She is. It's almost blue though. It's kind of bluish purple. It's blurple.
Not blurple.
I love the blurple. Yeah. That brings back memories from like camp when I was a kid. This one team was like, they were purple, but they thought they were more blue, so they called themselves blurple. But anyways, I thought that she came in here and she's like, okay, I'm gonna show you my branding. Winter is my last name, so you're gonna get Winter. I thought it was cute that she came in covered up with that white, white
snowball snowball jacket.
Yes, and just revealed into this. My favorite part is like that purple streak going all the way through her hair. It almost has like movement and a life of its own. It really adds a lot to this look. I think she's just so polished. So it's like there are like the silhouette itself is a little simple, but that's okay. I think she looks stunning anyways.
I agree. What my favorite part of this whole look is when she came in with the white snowball jacket on. She had the train of her dress up, so we didn't see it. So it didn't look like she had anything like this, a full gown underneath it. And so the reveal was actually a true reveal. Like, oh, it's not a mini dress underneath. It's a long gown. She just had it up. I love that. I thought that was done well. I love the snow pieces that she have on her shoulders that accent like winter, and it was like it's spread out amongst her shoulders and down a little bit on the dress. The purple streak in the hair, perfection. It's beautiful. It's like a a road going up her hair. It's so cute, and I love that. Her makeup's stunning. Like you said, polished to perfection. She's polished, and I thought she looked beautiful in this. Scores.
I'm going to give her an 83.
I have to give her a 93 because she looks stunning. Norma Bear. In a very super woman, Wonder Woman, superhero type of way. Like this is what she's giving me, and this look is very stewardess, superwoman kind of vibe that I'm getting from her. But I love the skirt, and I love that the blue in her shoe matches the blue in the shirt, and then that pop of yellow is very colorful. Her hair, the wig is beautiful and big and bold and slicked back, and she's just so pretty. Like her eyes are hypnotizing, and so I'm just like, oh, gorge. I think she's a stunning woman. I think this look is beautiful. Is it super spectacular? Is it over the top crazy? No, but is it beautiful? Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, she looks good. She's always going to look good. I will say, so I do love her. If you listen to the other videos, she's kind of my favorite right now.
Hmm.
I will say, probably of the ones we've seen so far, this is probably my least favorite of the entrance looks. Um,
Hmm.
but it's more comes down to the simplicity and in personal preference because like this almost looks like something Sasha Velour would have worn in certain parts of her season of Drag Race, where it's just like primary colors blocked out. And for me, that's a little boring to me. But honestly, my biggest issue with this is um I don't like the different materials. Like I like the fabric here, but then it becomes kind of like a almost a plastic skirt. And I just wish it was kind of a similar fabric all the way around. Like if you're gonna have
Hmm.
a plastic skirt, maybe a plastic top too. Or if you're gonna have fabric up top, have a fabric dress. But then I guess the shoes are also kind of plasticky looking, so I
Hmm.
guess it's tying in there. But that was the one thing that I'm like, oh, the materials. I wish they matched a little bit better. But her face, stunning. I love this wig too. Overall, I'm not mad.
Right. Scores.
I'll give her 78.
I'll give her an 83 because I agree
Hmm.
about the fabric, but she still looks beautiful. Magnetica,
Magnetica. This
girl,
makeup. This
Ma-
makeup. I love.
everything.
Yeah, this type of illusion when you pull it off well, it just looks so cool. And she absolutely pulled off this whole effect with the eyes. Like it's so stunning. It's sickening. And I really like the actual look itself. It's another one that's like I feel like this is tame for what we're gonna see from her, but it still gives me a stamp of uniqueness from her. They called her the Orange Michelin, which was shady. And then her dog. I love how her little dog was a storyline throughout. Even she lost it during the photo shoot. This is so good, so good. This is how you do monochromatic look.
Absolutely. I was like, oh, not only are you going to give us this inflatable outfit, it's like what? And then you're going to give us this inflatable orange outfit with the orange hair that matches perfectly, the orange eyes. You've given us the orange dog. Like, even her hands are like painted, like in this. Oh my God, it's so sick. And then this makeup. What she does with her lip is incredible. And we'll see it in the runway. What she does with that white in the thing to make it look like a bubble lip.
Mhm.
It's so dang stunning. And oh, I was in love with this entrance look, in love with her face, in love with her preseason, still in love with her in this. She's just good. She's just good. And the dog, ugh, okay, scores.
I'm gonna give it a high 87. Ooh.
I can't give it anything less than a full cup because this is perfection. She ate that down. She
Let
ate
that sink in.
one. Let that look at it. Look at this picture and let it sink in. Just how
Ate one
perfect.
down.
Mm. Ruby on the nail.
What do you think?
I think she is Cheetolicious. I think she is round. she, I mean, what else can you say? She looks good in this. The jacket is cute. It's very. She gave a reference of Barbara Streisand in Funny Girl, and I was like, absolutely, I see that. It's good. Makeup is good. The wig is good. The hat is good. The dress is good. The jacket is good. She looks good. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm. Are you being reminded of one of our favorite queens from last year from UK? I kind of got Kate Butch from this, and I love
Oh,
me some Kate.
I can
Um,
see that. I love me some Kate
yeah,
Bush.
but this is how you do an entrance look. Like I'm getting just a stamp of who she is. Like, and this is pure class. Like I really like this look overall. She just looks so polished. She's like I said, she's really exceeding my expectations based on the preseason stuff. Like she's one of my favorites for sure. I will say it is jarring, and this is nothing wrong with it. It's hard for me to get used to like a chest hair in this type of look. Like I'm used to like queens that have full chest hair. They have such an aesthetic where it like kind of matches that to have the chest hair.
Hmm.
This is a look I would never expect to see chest hair in. So it's a little
Yeah.
jarring. I'm getting used to it, and I like that she's making me rethink my expectations. So
Hmm.
I'm not penalizing her for that at all.
I mean, y'all, if you heard the cast assessment, I was not a fan of the chest hair. And I just was like, "Ugh, I wish she would not do that." But you know what? Like you said, she's making us reevaluate our standards of beauty
Mm-hmm.
and what we think.
Exactly.
So, scores
84.
90. She just looks
Mm-hmm.
good. Edeha, Noire.
Yes. So I don't think this was one of my favorite entrance looks, but it's still not bad. Like
Mm-hmm.
if this is the lowest bar, which I think this probably was my least favorite entrance look, if this is the lowest it is, then this cast really they met the marks with entrance looks. I do like this. It is a pretty simple kind of like bodysuit silhouette. I'm glad that she added all of those jewels on there. I actually really like what's going on with the face. That's my favorite part. The makeup is
Mm-hmm.
unique and it really gives her her own lane in this competition. Layla McQueen is who I was trying to think of in the previous episode, where it was like she reminds me of somebody, and it's on the tip of my brain. But I just feel like I'm getting a lot of Layla McQueen from her, and I love Layla, and she went out way too early, and she's grown a lot since her season. So I just feel like she's in that same universe of drag. She's not the same queen by any means, but I like this overall.
Yeah. I mean, I like this look. I think it's sleek, it's cute. I love that she added the jewels on there and came and said these are the tiers of everybody here. So I like that. I like that she continued the sleekness of the bodysuit with the hair and just had it a slick back hairstyle and didn't do too much. This makeup is so edgy and pretty and stunning to look at, and it's hypnotizing a little bit because I'm looking at the white in the eyes and I'm like, oh, perfect black lip, and it's just really good. I love that she had the gloves on so everything is covered. It's not like her hands are out and they're just pale. And I like how this fits her. I like this look. I thought it was very sleek and slender and very entrance appropriate
Mhm. For sure.
because like they just did a photo shoot and she didn't have to do much to, like, if you came out with this big grand look and you got to do a photo shoot and it, like the one that they did, it would have been crazy. This was perfect for that, and it looked like a surfing suit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of liked it. I didn't mind this. Scores
77.
sounds about right, but I'll one up you one 78,
Okay.
just so he won't agree completely.
Fair.
And Lula Strega.
Strega.
Lula Strega. And her witchy outfit. I like this wig. I think I really like this wig. I like this wig on her. I think it's very pretty on her. I think this look itself is good. It's not anything super duper crazy. It's cute enough. I love the hat. I'm a hat girly. Love the hat. Her makeup is crazy good. Like those eyes are stupidly good. Like, oh my gosh. But I think it's a cute outfit. Her broom it's cute. I think she looks cute. It's nothing too wild, spectacular. It's just cute.
Mm-hmm. Well, this might surprise you, but I think this is my favorite of the entrance looks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I really like it. And the more I look at it, there's more details that I'm just soaking in. So I actually loved, I think it was Aphrodite who said, "Oh, it's Bewitched meets this Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz." And I'm like, "Oh, that sounds like something we would say on the podcast." And she's actually she kind of clocked that one.
Yeah, she kind of clocked.
But those are two references that I love. Like those are my childhood. So I just like felt like such retro class and fashion from this. She's just so stunning. Like her face is beautiful here. I love that wig. It's like Andorra from Bewitched. Oh my gosh, it's a prequel to Bewitched with Andorra when she was a young witch.
I can see that.
Andorra,
I can see
Angora.
that.
Is it Angora
Yes.
or Andorra?
Andorra.
It's the mother of Samantha.
Yes.
But it just, and it gives me like this fall vibe. Like this is so autumn, right? And even like every little quilt of her dress has so much detail and a story in it. And I'm just so enthralled by it. Like pure fashion for me. This is stunning.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Of course.
Ooh. I'm even 92. Okay. 93.
Okay. I'm gonna give her an 88.
Okay.
All right. We move to the judges. Let's talk about these judges real quick. The only person who did it for me in this picture is Nikki. The rest of them, I'm like, ooh.
I absolutely agree. I think Nikki looks stunning. This blue and yellow goes so well together. And you know what? My favorite color combinations are blue and something. It comes up a lot. I'm like, oh, I love blue and fill in the blank. But this blue and yellow looks great. But everybody knows. Well, I'm not going to say that. That's arrogant to say that everybody knows. But if you don't know, my absolute favorite color combination is, do you know, Lana?
Green and pink.
Oh, no. It's actually blue and brown.
Oh.
So I should love what Kitty Smile is wearing because it's blue and brown. But this is so bad. Why you got my sneakers on underneath or whatever those are. I don't think this is flattering for him. It just looks like a awkward costume. I don't know. Whoever thought this was cute. They were wrong.
Then the hat with the thing around the neck, like, ooh. Like, no.
Daphne was not the worst for me.
No, Kitty was the worst, but Daphne was right on his tail. Like, ugh. Too many colors.
Yeah. Ugh. If it had been like more of like if she had stuck with like 3 colors that went well together, it could have worked because I do like the shape of it.
Black and silver, just all the way down.
Yeah,
I'm like, yes.
But yeah, it is a little bit too much. It's like assaulting my eyes.
Very much. But you know who looked good? The guest judges.
They both look great.
The guest judges looked amazing,
I can't
and
stop looking at his face. His face is hypnotic to me. I don't know what it is.
its face is good.
But so is his outfit here.
Yes, the guest judges was Villam, Charles de Vilmorin, and then Jennifer. Charles is his name. Charles. I'll go with Charles. I won't go with his name. And yeah, I said I'll have it on look over here because I didn't have it during the recap show. But Charles, I love the jacket on Charles, but he's a designer, so he better come out looking good. And I love Jennifer's little whole shawl of it all, and her boots are cute. Like she wanted to show off the boots. The boots are cute. I get it, but I thought they looked good.
Yeah, they both absolutely they kicked Kitty and Daphne's butt. This
Absolutely,
episode.
absolutely. Like we should switch their picture with Kitty and Daphne. And,
Right.
Cabaret. We'll skip past. We'll talk about the cabaret, but very briefly.
Yeah, I will say, like, I think that my least favorite in the challenge here was Lula, but I actually really like this look, and I feel like it fits the theme. But she looks very classy here, so that's my favorite of the three looks.
Which look is that?
Lula is on the right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really don't like what Leona's wearing. I think it's too much and too little at the same time, and I do not like this nude. I don't know if she was going for a nude illusion here, or if she's like, oh, beige can be an outfit too. It doesn't have to be nude illusion. But either way, I think that part is pretty ugly. Her face looks great, but this was, I don't know, maybe my least favorite look in this performance. But I think Ruby on the nail looks very good too. And she covered up that chest hair. So I didn't even know it was her at first because I was like, no, she doesn't have the hair. Oh, no, that's a nude chest piece there, which was a little distracting. But overall, I still thought she looked really good and fit the cabaret look well.
Yeah. For me, Ruby always is like she was very on brand in this episode with that her entrance look being a very animal print look, and then this cabaret look being a very animal print look. I thought it was good. Both of them were good. Leona didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. I felt like it drug her down in the performance too, so I wasn't a fan of it. And I'm definitely not a fan of that the feather going around one leg. Like what? Why? I love the red. It's not. It's good.
Oh, that one's Ruby. That one's Ruby, by the way.
Oh, the red is Ruby.
Yes, the other one was Lula.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I had it mixed up. I thought Lula.
I went the wrong order. I went from right to left. That's what threw you off.
I'm sorry. Lula in the animal print. I still like it. Still, I think it's cute. I like the glitter on it. It's still cute. Ruby in the red. On brand. Ruby, red, duh. Beautiful. I like her wig in this. I don't know if I like the neck piece on it, but I like the train behind it. But my bad. I got confused, everybody.
There's a lot of names to learn.
A lot. And I'm still learning. Then we have Afrodite and Magnetica.
What did you think?
I thought Aphrodite's outfit was a little simple, but it was still cute. Like it fit. I liked her hair. I thought it was perfectly fine for a cabaret performance. But also standing next to Magnetica with this big showpiece hat on and feathers coming out of everywhere, it kind of showed how simple it is and not as polished. I liked Magnetica's outfit. I liked her makeup. I liked Aphrodite's makeup as well. But I felt like in this section, Magnetica just had a lot more to show.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Like Yeah, I think this is a little bit too simple of a look from Aphrodite. And I don't know what the prompt was, like if they were told to bring some cabaret looks to perform in. But I don't think she went as hard as a lot of the other girls did. Also, I don't really like the leggings on here. They almost look like brown pants, not like they don't really give me the illusion of skin, you know. Um, but yeah, I do think Magnetica looks really good, and even this is not like as big as you might expect from someone like her, like because she has energy, like she can bring the big
Mm-hmm.
looks. But the prosthetics were really cool, and I really like that headpiece. That headpiece is stunning. So she definitely won this duo. Unfortunately, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, unfortunately for Aphrodite.
Unfortunately for Aphrodite, absolutely. And then we have this group, this trio.
Yeah. This is tough. Uh, I think all three of them did well. None of them are like mind-blowingly good looks, but no one's bad. So I'll be interested to hear what you have to say after this. But I think my favorite. Ooh, it's really tough. I think my favorite might be Le Philippe, because it's just giving very very classic showgirl. Like this just feels like something you might see in Vegas, like not the most extreme version of it, but see, but now I'm looking at Norma Bell and I'm like, but I like this a lot too. I think what I really like about Norma Bell is that wig. Like I was kind of obsessed with that wig. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing is it felt like a little far back. Like it felt like her hairline was starting kind of far back, and that was a little distracting during the performance, but she still looks really, really good. Um, I think Misty Phoenix though kind of looks like she has a good look, but it's like in a different universe. Like this almost feels like a futuristic look
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
not really cabaret, but I mean she's still stunning.
See, my problem is I Misty and um
Le Philippe.
yeah, I feel like they kind of were so much alike
Mm.
that they
Yeah, like
just
if you
like
squint.
right, like it's like they look so much alike that they look like, and you said in the
Right.
recap episode they look like background dancers to Norma,
Mhm.
and even with the hat and the headpiece, that bothered me because she kept holding it because she didn't trust it wouldn't go fall off,
Yeah.
and that bothered me too. So I feel like for me, Norma was the one who my eye went to the most, and I just realized, like, I agree with you. The wig, I was obsessed with it. I was like, oh, she looks so stunning in this wig. But I don't think these are bad looks from any of them. I
Mm-mm.
just feel like theirs is too similar that it's kind of like, and she just stood out.
Mhm.
Then we have Perseo and Edeha.
Yeah.
I We talked about it earlier in the recap, but the blue is stunning on Perseo. Like stunning, stunning, stunning. Um, the headpiece, same problem with the headpiece. Didn't trust it to stay on. Had to hold it a lot. I don't think this is a bad look from Edeha. I think this is good. It's just simple. It fit her well. Um, I don't think I liked her wig a lot in this. I don't think it was a bad look. I thought it was a strong, good look for both of them, actually. I think the
Mhm.
looks were better than the performance.
Okay. I kind of agree with you. I feel like Perseo looks good. It seems like blue might be her signature color. It is a little bit similar to what we just saw from her entrance looks, though. So I,
Mhm.
I think I want to see more range, and I hope that we do see that throughout the season. But still, she looks good. And Adeha does not look bad by any means. It's a little on the simple side. I think with that wig, I would have liked. So are these like sleeves that she has on? Like
Mhm.
fuzzy sleeves? I think I would have
Mhm.
liked a crimson color. I think that would have gone
Mm.
really well with this wig that she's wearing.
Yeah.
And I think it just would have made the outfit pop a little bit more overall. But they both look pretty good.
Yeah, I would have wanted to see some feathers sticking out of that head, that wig too.
Oh yeah.
Like on all those little space buns she got, like just right
Mm.
in between. Oh, it's so good. All right. We are at the category of Made in France. David, you start us off.
So we have La Philippe first, and she was going with the guillotine. So I will let me get this out of the way. It feels like the guillotine part is an afterthought with this look. Like we are getting the Marie Antoinette of it all, who suffered from the guillotine, but just the guillotine so small on there. But that's okay because everything about this outfit is so intricate and detailed. And she talked about how she had her crew hand painting all the details on the bottom there. It's stunning. I think this is beautiful. By far one of my favorite looks of the night. Her face looked good. It just commanded the stage. I'm kind of sad that she was safe just because I feel like she really deserved some props for all of the effort that was poured into this look. It's so seen by me. I love this.
Me too. I am with you 100%. When she walked out, I said, and it makes you gasp. It's
Mhm.
something. And I was like, I gasped before I even knew what it was about. Before I knew it was the guillotine. Before I was just the simple silhouette of it was stunning. And then I learned what it was for. And I was like, oh, and it made it even more stunning. And hearing about the hand painting and all of the detail on this, and then the blood on the chest. It's just so good and detailed. I agree. I wish she was up in a place where they can tell her about how amazing this looked, because this look does not deserve to be safe. It was just so good
Yeah.
and deserved to be talked about. And then the color is so pretty. Like for such a ugly event, this is a beautiful color. And
Mhm.
I was just like, oh, this is so stunning. She looks beautiful. And I really enjoyed this. Scores.
Oof. I don't give high scores like this very often. I'm giving this a 98.
Woo! Oh, why are we in my head? Because I too was going to give her a 98 for this,
Okay.
because this was beautiful. This was
Mhm.
beautiful. I know folks like, if David's giving her 98, Lana's for sure about to give her a full cup. But that
I
was what
thought
I
you
was going.
were. I thought you were.
That's what I was going to give her anyway. But because it's stunning. But you know what? Why not? I'll change. I will
Oh,
give her the full cup, because
you
Mama, you deserve. What
deserve.
people deserve, they deserve. So my mama can get a full cup. I
Mm.
am. That's beautiful. Lula, Lula,
This is Lula Strega. What do you think?
Lula, Lula. I said in the recap, my word was good effort. Um, I love the film coming out of the wig. I love the film role that she just had following behind her and just pulling all this. Like, I love the presentation of this. I don't love the dress could have been more. I wanted more with the dress. I think her makeup is stunning. Like I said, I like the wig. I don't know what I wanted, but I wanted more than this. Like, I wish she was wrapped up in the uh in the film. Like, it's just all over, but I still liked it. It's still fine. Let me state, I don't think anybody did absolutely bad on the
Right.
runway. I don't think this is a bad run. This is actually a really good runway. I just think she was not the best of the runway.
Hmm. Yeah. So I said that she's a queen after my own heart, and honestly, I just decided I think she's kind of my moon this season so far, because I do feel a connection to her. She studied film. I took film classes in college, and I'm so into, like, I'm so passionate about film. You all hear me talk about drag, but I'm way more passionate about movies.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, we had a movie channel. David would be all in it.
it's true.
All in it.
Yeah. So, and I've actually been on a journey going through time and watching chronologically all the important horror movies throughout history. And I started with I started with the 1920s because that's where horror really started to make its stamp. I did this a few years ago, so it's a slow project. But before that, I did. I'm like, let me see some short films. Let me see some silent films. Let me see where film started, and that was in the 1800s. That was with the Lumiere brothers. So that's what she's referencing is the Lumiere brothers creating film in France. So I saw a lot of their films. I think she was going for a silhouette that would be of the time. So it is a simple look, but I get the reference. I appreciate the reference. I still really like it. I think she's very thoughtful. She's really winning my heart over. So I really hope she has a turnaround in this competition. Um, Also, one thing that I was like, oh, she's coming for Kiona because you remember when Kiona came out
Yes.
with that long
Ponytail.
wig, that long
Yep.
ponytail. She's like, I'm gonna do that, but with film. And she just walks out with the film, just like fishing it in. I
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if anybody else picked up like Kiona reference from that, but
I definitely picked it up. Which, by the way, we did see Kiona at the beginning of the episode, which I was like,
she looked good.
yes, she looked good. Can't wait till we see her, her at the finale. But yeah, scores.
Just because I like the thought behind it, I'm gonna give it an 80.
I gave it a 77.
Okay.
Afrodite Amour in her Clementine look.
Yeah, I really like that she thought outside of the box because let's be real, this is not an invention.
Right.
This was not made in France. It was discovered by French people in, did she say Algeria? I don't remember, but I like her brain, and I actually think that this is a really cool material. Like you totally get
Mm-hmm.
Clementine from it. So it was so smart. I don't know. Aesthetically, for me, it's not like something that I'm like, wow, I'm blown away by this look. It's more like I appreciate the thought behind it. But as a look itself, I think, okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. And once again, I don't really like the brown tights, and I hope she can find some tights that fit her skin better, because it is a little jarring for me to see it so dark down there. But overall, I was happy with it, and her makeup looks good.
Yeah, she needs coffee. Her tights need to be coffee colored
Mm,
instead of that looks like off black to me. And I hate off black tights. I hate off black
yeah.
tights with a passion. She needs to either have coffee or jet brown. Like those are the colors that will fit her skin tone. Um, and because off black tights are the worst. They give you more of a grayish tone than they do a black tone. I would have rather her had straight black tights or jet brown tights instead of off black because off black does nothing for black people. Like, ugh, it makes us so gray. We used to have that whole problem growing up as a child trying to find tights or stockings that matches the skin tone, and it will get off black and we look so gray. And I hated them even as a teenager and child. Like I hate off black stockings. So coffee, if you're a little lighter, if you're a little darker, like for me and her, I think for sure jet brown.
Mhm.
Go for jet brown. That's
I'll
matches.
trust you on that.
Huh?
I'll trust you on that.
Absolutely trust me on that. I did my research plenty of times. I'm trying to find stockings that I won't look old and gray or crusty looking. So jet brown. But I like this look. I like the idea of the look too as well. I agree with you. I wish she would have had the jacket part of the thing and made it into a coat that wrapped
And
around,
unpeeled it.
and then she unpeeled herself like a clementine on the runway. That would have been so good, and I would have been like, yes, ma'am, you did that. Like, just take it and had it wrapped around, and then she just unravels as she walks the runway. Just unravel it, and then that dress underneath it. It would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. It just needed a little bit more and a little bit more tweaking, and it would have been perfect. But she is a year and a half in drag at that point. She is only going to get better, because if we getting this at a year in drag, think about what she's going to be in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now. She's going to be great. So, scores.
For the thought behind it, I'm going to give it a 78.
I'll give it a 75. Thought it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Ballboy Pen. I love the thought of this too. The thought behind this.
Oh, Ruby on the nail, by
Ruby
the way.
on the nail.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to say it. I just called Miss Ballpoint Pen. Ruby on the nail. I thought the thought behind this was great. I thought it was really pretty, and it was funny. The execution, I'm not that big of a fan of. I like when she took off the wig and had that point. I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's wild. But her Marge Simpson updo, that I like to call it, it was cute. I don't like the plastic of it on the coat part, but I think she was saying she was like a crystal ballpoint pen or something like that, something in France that they have. Sure. I just didn't like the execution that much, but I still think she looked okay.
Yeah, I think I'm a little higher on this than you. And I think a lot of it came down to the delivery of this. She really knew how to sell this on the runway. It was just so quirky, every little bit of it. And I love me some quirky queens. Even like the whole thought to have like the wig with the little pen part, like the little clip part, but it's folded out because the person's been chewing on it. Like, that is so funny and clever because it's accurate. Like, I don't do that anymore, but I know I did that when I was young. I would probably get bored and chew on it. And she even took it off and then like pretended to be chewing on the end there. I was like, okay, this is smart. Yeah, I don't really get the plastic of it all, but I do like that kind of like ombre effect of the blue going down the legs. And yeah, this is another good way to do a monochromatic look. So I really like it.
I agree. Of course.
I'll give her 83.
We'll give her 70, 79.
Okay.
79, yeah.
So we have Missy Phoenix next. She is doing, I can't remember what kind of glass. Chardonnay
It's
glass?
chalice.
Chalice? Okay. And she was doing an upside down one. So the thing about her look is it's clever. It's very clever, but she had to explain it all. She really had to explain it all. And I'm glad I rewatched and like read every little bit of the detail because she's like the upside down glass. Never would have got that. Never. The framing of her dress there is supposed to be the glass. But then she also like took the glass and she put it on her boobs and she said like supposedly that's how it was created to be the shape of a boob. Yeah, that's so smart. That like I really like where your head is at, but I want to be able to pick it up without being told as well. But overall I do think it's a pretty good look. I don't know, it's probably my least favorite so far. But I just like I like creative people. So I do like that energy. It's just a little boring. A little boring.
I didn't like it because I didn't like it was no one we had to explain so much. I don't like the breastplate. I don't like it's a different color than her skin and it's so distracting. I don't like the collar and then the corset part and I'm just not a fan. And didn't understand that and didn't understand why that all that fabric was following behind her. I, mm, I, mm, I just didn't like it. Let's go leave it at that. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. Scores.
I'm still gonna give it a 70 because she's clever. I don't know.
45.
Ooh, okay.
At least I scored it. Now we have Magnetica as a perfume bottle, one of those squeeze bottles that I used to think was so fancy back in the day. Just get it in. I was like, oh, so fancy. When my grandmother had one of those bottles, I used to think those were the most fanciest things I've ever seen in my life when I was a kid. Like, who does that? Who has a bottle and then they have the squirter thing just it was so fancy. And she was one of those fancy squirt bottle perfume bottles. And I you talk about creativity. I love the creativity in this. The plastic part at the bottom of the bottle, it gives us a whole shape of a bottle, and then the core thing and the squeeze thing on her head with the so good, and then this makeup, stupid good. I this woman, those shoes. Look at those shoes. Ugh. So fancy. So fancy. I thought she was just the fanciest person I saw on this. She would have been on my grandmother's dresser uh amongst all the many different perfume bottles, and I would have just had a field day just
Yeah, I think she's such a chameleon. Like no two looks that she had this episode were even close to similar. So I just really appreciate that she's just going to give us a lot of diversity in her looks. I did learn from the All Stars 9 episode 1 that I'm not the biggest fan of perfume looks, and that actually does kind of ring true here as well. Like I think I would have liked to see something else, but there are things I like. I really like the color combinations here, like this baby blue with the lavender. I think it just goes so well together, and she really themed it well throughout the outfit. The wig is great. The headpiece is great. I don't really love the rope going down. I get that's part of the perfume bottles. And I don't really love the plastic part. And I also don't like the material covering her chest and how it kind of cuts off there with the sleeves. But overall, I do like the creativity. And from afar, it's like, okay, it works. But the more I look at it, there's things that I don't really love, but I do love her.
okay. Scores.
Mm, uh, I'll give her 76.
She gets an 89 for me. I love it.
Good.
Perseo and her Braille inspired look. It's on you.
Yes, it is me. So, yeah, I think there's a lot going on with this look. It does have like a crafty feel to it,
Mm-hmm.
but I can respect that, and I just am so glad you chose this Braille, because I think it's something that's so underappreciated. Like Braille is incredible. It is
Mm-hmm.
incredible. If you try to like feel Braille as somebody who can see, it's hard to imagine like even beginning to pick up words and sentences from it, but I really appreciate it. One of my absolute role models growing up was a blind lady that went to my church. I was always going to her house and helping her out, and I did learn a lot about Braille through her. So this was a very special look for me because I just really appreciate the sentiment behind it. I didn't know it was created in France, so I'm glad that she taught me that. But I thought it was cool. It was cool, even if it did look a little crafty. So I appreciate it.
It's so funny that you had that memory and that experience of Braille. I also have a man who goes to my church right now
Mhm.
who is blind, and he uses Braille, and they get all his Sunday school material in Braille and all his other materials that we do at church. They'll order something for him in Braille, and it's so cool to watch him
Does he
just
take
go
notes?
along. Yeah.
Have you seen
Well,
like them just punch holes, like taking
well,
notes?
I
It's
haven't seen him take notes
incredible.
because he definitely uses the
Okay.
phone a lot more.
Uh,
Technology has helped a lot more
sure.
with. So, but I saw him reading something, and he was just, going through the thing and was saying, I was like, amazing that they could do, like, amazing. They were, when I was first diagnosed being legally blind, they were like, you might have to start learning Braille if this surgery doesn't take and your sight gets worse. And so I was like, oh, okay. It felt very overwhelming to me that I might actually totally be blind one day and have to, learn how to read in Braille. So I never got to that point, thankfully. And my eye, the surgery worked on my eye, so I can see out of my right eye. But it's always so incredible to sit and watch him do this. And he sings in the choir, and he's next to me all the time. So I usually like help him out with the directions of the choir and to make sure he knows the cues. But he's such a lovely man, such a lovely man. I adore him with my whole heart. But I did not know Braille came from France, but it makes sense. It's beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing for people to be able to still read who can't see. And I'm so glad we were taught this today. And I do think it looks crafty, but I think it looks good in a crafty way because she made it look good. That headpiece itself is beautiful, and the fact that she kept the dots all over her and over her face and things, it just worked. I wish she would have put the dots like on her legs and arms too, but it's good. It's good. I liked it. I don't know if I'm a fan of the wig. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm a fan of the wig.
Yeah.
But everything else I like.
By the way, though, like somebody who takes notes in Braille, and I would see this woman Debbie take notes. Just thinking about it, you have a piece of paper. She would have like this thing that would hold her place, and she had like a little puncture thing, and she would just punch little dots in the back of the thing and go along. And she had to do that backwards. She had to do it backwards because she's punching them out the bottom so that when she flips it, she can read it forward.
Right.
So everything, like the brain of somebody who is blind and is able to do something like that, it's incredible. And I don't think that we give them as much respect as they deserve. Like these people are incredible. Like I just love this woman, and I love this. I don't love the look. I do love the thought. I don't love the look as much as I wanted to. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 79 though, and that's a lot to do with the sentiment behind it.
All right, I was gonna give it a 70 because I think the sentiment of it is really great, but the thought, the execution is
right. Fair.
Norma Bell. Doing vanilla. And she looks as sweet as vanilla. Like, I love me some vanilla ice cream. It's rich, it's sweet, it's creamy, it's simple, it's beautiful and delicious, and I will pick it over a lot of other flavors. That's how I feel about Norma Bell in this look. She's sweet, she's creamy, she's simple, she's delicious. I will pick this look over a lot of other big, huge looks. The simplicity of this, it's so classy, so sophisticated. She looks so gorgeous. This wig is everything. The way she has the vanilla coming out of each part of this flower, so good. Her skin is like, so glowy and dewy, and she just looks magnificent. She looks magnificent.
Yeah, I agree. Like a look this simple has no business being as good as it is. It's like the actual dress part is just so simple, but it looks stunning. It's just accented so well with the actual vanilla flower, I guess. And even the fascinator is so beautiful. It feels so retro, and I feel like a lot of these queens are just kind of doing love stories to different people groups. And even she was talking about how vanilla was discovered by slaves, which I had no idea. So it felt like an homage to that as well, and just pure simple beauty here.
And she was saying that it's very big in where she lives. Vanilla is a huge that plant is just everywhere where she lives, and
Mhm.
so it's a homage to the fact that slaves found it and the fact that it's in her hometown. So
Yeah,
she was giving all those people all that love. I love it. I love it.
I love her.
Scores.
87. Ooh.
The simplicity of the beauty as a full
Mhm.
cup for me. I
Yep.
just think it's beautiful, and she looks stunning. Edeha giving us old Hollywood actually, and
Yeah.
pralines.
Yeah, this is even before old Hollywood. This is old Parisian films. And like I said, this goes back to what I said about Lula as well. Like I really appreciate this as somebody who recently went back and watched those short films. Like they're so short, but there's so much effort behind them too. Like I think it's such a pretty classic silhouette here. And I think she almost completely pulled it off. But then she was like, well, what else can I do? Oh, pralines. And I just didn't feel like that was necessary. It kind of like gives like the look of guts. I don't know.
That's what I thought it was. I was like,
Maybe that's what she wanted. Maybe she wanted to give it like a creepy edge with praline guts coming out. But I was like, it's a little too much. You could have kept that part out. But overall, I think she looks good. She looks really good.
yeah, I didn't mind this. I think the judges were very hard on her, and I didn't mind it as much. I thought she looked pretty. I like her makeup in this. I love a hat. The dress itself is pretty. The pralines we could do with or without. I don't really need that. But I thought it was good. It just was it as good as every others? Probably not, but I still thought it was good. Like I said, I don't think this was a bad runway by any means. I thought this was a good runway. Just some people just are going to be at the bottom of a good runway. And I felt like she was at the bottom of a good runway.
Mhm.
Of course.
I'll give her a 77.
76.
Mhm.
And last but not least, we have Leona Winter. Winter. I can put the S on there.
I hate my roommate because he said something, and once he said it, I
You
could
could
not
not see it.
unsee it. He said that when she came out, he thought her thing was Smurfs
Oh.
because of her hat, and it does look like a Smurf hat. So I don't
Oh.
know if maybe that's a hat that's uh, has something to do with France. I don't. Please let us know in the comments. But once he said that, I was like, okay. And she had the blue paint on her already. And I thought it was clever to do like this spray paint. Um, I do wish it had more of an impact on the runway because I really couldn't see anything coming out of that spray can. I had to ask you all beforehand. I'm like, wait, was she actually spray painting herself? Because I saw the tarp underneath. So I was like, but nothing looked like it was coming out. But there was that red. It just
Mhm.
didn't really pop. So uh, I don't know. I really like the thought behind it. I think the execution could have been a little bit better. But man, they were eating it up, the judges. Overall, I thought it was good.
I thought it was a chef's hat, honestly, on her head. I
Mm,
was like, is this a chef's hat? I don't know. Like you said in the comments, y'all let us know. But they called her Marianne, so I guess that's kind of uh, a somebody who does like maybe political or something give off messages in their art or whatever. But I thought I thought the dress was fine. It was a cute little white dress, the blue paint, and then when she started spraying the red, I was like, okay, it must be a political message of some sort, some kind of message going on. And then when she turned around, and it was the French flag, and it was liberty, equality, and solidarity, is what I got from that. Um, I'm like, okay, good message, good message,
mhm.
and the blue already on the paint, and then the white dress, and then she spray painted the red. So that's France also.
Oh yeah.
It was fine. I think it was really good. Her face is beautiful. I thought her face was stunning, but it was a simple white dress with paint on it. but then the flag and the message, I think they ate up the message more than it was about the look itself, me personally. But scores?
I'll give her a 72.
I will give her a 74. Well, so that is that on that. That look over here. We've discussed the looks, we've given our scores, and it took almost the same amount of time as doing the recap. But that's because it's premiere night. So they will get shorter because we'll only talk about the looks. We had a lot of looks to get through today, but they'll get shorter since when the episode airs, so we don't have that many looks. But that's it, David. We did it. We talked about it all. And we're going to get out of here. We appreciate you all watching. Thank you so much.
We'll have Logan next time, I'm sure.
I'm sure Logan will be here next time. I didn't even put up the banner because I wanted y'all to see the outfits. But follow us, subscribe, and put the notification bell on your way out. Go to our link tree below. Follow all of our YouTube channels and join our membership. Get some exclusive content and some early access things either here or on Patreon. Our audio platforms are also on there. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Cup Pod, or you can follow David and myself on Twitter if you'd like, or on Instagram if you like. You could keep going down in the description and get your cup merch. And we're going to get out of here. We appreciate you watching, and cheers, y'all. Cheers.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Indeed.
Bonsoir.
Yes. Speak it to me, David.